Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. I'm the Blundering Bishop, and thank you for joining me for our first Skyrim Let's Play. Bit of new content here on the channel. You'll notice it's not chess. I know you're an observant bunch. Still primarily going to be chess content, but I've enjoyed playing chess so much more when I'm playing chess with you guys that I thought I'd give it a go with some other games that I enjoy. And we're starting with Skyrim, one of my favourite games of all time. So welcome to our first Skyrim Let's Play. You can see our character here. This is Gilcrim Kernow, and he's going to be the subject of our first Skyrim Let's Play. Gilcrim is a member of the Penitus Oculatus, the Emperor's secret bodyguard stroke police force. He's been dispatched to Skyrim on the Emperor's explicit orders, as the Emperor, a very suspicious man, believes that the Stormcloak rebellion is not being effectively dealt with by local Imperial forces. He's even going as far as to believe that some of the local Imperial staff are in fact turncoat Stormcloaks, working undercover to destabilise the Empire. He knows he's got a lot of local Nord recruits in the Imperial forces here, and he's exceptionally worried about that. So he sent one of his trusted agents here, that's Gilcrim. We're currently at the Penitus Oculatus outpost at Dragonbridge. Gilcrim's been staying here for the last few days, conferring with his colleagues and coming up with a plan to deal with his mission. What he's decided is he'll go undercover as a well-paid mercenary and enlist in service and attempt to investigate the truth of the charges the Emperor has laid. So there he is, trusted senior Penitus Oculatus agent. We'll be telling you more about him as we go on. You see he's wearing his very nice armour and sword there. That's all been purchased specially to cover his backstory, which is the backstory of a well-paid mercenary out of work and looking to enlist in the Imperial cause. So, without further ado, let's begin. He's obviously taken off his official Penitus Oculatus armour and gear, left his sword behind, picked up a different sword, picked up all the equipment he can, with the exception of these potions, from the local... Oh, we'll take some food as well, he's a hungry fella. From the local setup here, to say goodbye to our friend. Yes, thank you for your help.
Yes?
Yes. Chatty fellow, that's spies for you, never particularly chatty. And we're off to Dragonbridge to put our plan into action. So, Gilcrim originally planned to enlist as a Stormcloak, go undercover in the Stormcloak camp and destabilise the Stormcloaks from within. But after doing that and thinking about it, he decided that his devotion to the Emperor meant he'd probably get caught pretty quickly. So he's decided not to do that. He's decided instead to travel to Solitude, which is just north of here, up that road, and enlist in the Imperial forces with a view to checking them out and deciding whether the local staff are in fact Stormcloak agents. What's happening here? There's a bit of action in Dragonbridge already. I think it was just that wolf. Right, so that's our plan.
Should be good.
Head to Solitude, and whoa, here he comes.
Well, run off.
Well, well done. Good work.
Welcome, traveler. Mind yourself in our town.
Okay. You mentioned mean folk.
Both the Imperials and Stormcloaks have sent riders this way, scouting the bridge and the lands nearby. They stayed at the inn but didn't pay. They said soldiers don't need to pay because they're risking their lives to protect us. And that's not all. They took a heap of our lumber, and one tried to have his way with my daughter. They think they can do whatever they want.
Yes, it's a real problem.
Good day.
Good day. Probably best to get out of that conversation as quickly as possible, as we're just off to join the Imperial Legion, and we'll be staying at some inns rent-free as well. Oh, here's the poor chicken that's come to the wolf. Well, waste not, want not, we'll take that. So Gilcrim, not a particularly pleasant man, former priest of Julianos. He was spotted in the temple by a Penitus Oculatus agent who then recruited him, partially on account of his martial skill and partially on account of his insane devotion to the Emperor. he's a very traditional man, but his devotion to the Emperor is such that he thinks nothing of killing, murdering, maiming, torturing, burning villages and so on in order to protect the Emperor. So lawful evil, I suppose, and we'll see how that plays out as we go through. Obviously, as a former priest, he's got some talent in restoration and alteration magics, so he can heal and protect himself, as well as fight with heavy armour and weapons. Now, who are you? What are you doing here? And what are you doing here? Hello, how are you?
Need something?
I need to know what you're doing. Okay. Well, cheerio, Xavier. You obviously didn't want to talk to us. Let's press on to Solitude without any more unwelcome distractions. And so he's been making some notes about the local Imperials. He hears that General Tullius is a devoted servant of the Emperor, although perhaps not the most competent general in the region. And then there's a legate Rikke, who is under suspicion as a potential Stormcloak agent. So we're just coming up to Solitude. You can probably see the Blue Palace in the background there. We're using a pretty heavily modded build of Skyrim. Got some graphics mods, Immersive Weapons, Armour. Obviously we've got the Live Another Life mod, which I'd recommend to any of you. Basically allows you to skip the opening of Skyrim and start somewhere else. In our case, we decided to start as a Penitus Oculatus agent, but it's got loads of other options. And if you've seen the original intro to Skyrim as much as I have, you're probably keen for a slightly different start. Lovely view of the mountains in the distance there. Not one for sightseeing though. Now he's got his mission, Gilcrim is not going to be distracted by such frivolity. Now, here we're up to the gatehouse to Solitude. I think we'll have a chat with that guard and see if he knows anything about joining the Imperial Legion. Obviously, as part of his cover as well, we'll be doing some general adventuring, picking up some mercenary work to keep the cover intact. Hello.
You're just in time to say hello to Rugbeer.
Okay, it's not what I was going to ask you, but who is Rogvir?
He's the sorry bastard who's going to be executed. A gate guard who let Ulfric Stormcloak escape the city.
But
after
what?
he killed the High King.
Ugh, a traitor, eh? So you're executing a traitor, jolly good. After I've watched the execution...
You're just in time to say hello to Rugbeer.
I know you told me. After I've watched, do you know how I would join the Imperial Legion?
There's no greater honor than to serve. If you're serious about enlisting, speak to Legate Rikke in Castle Dower.
Legate Rikke, eh? We've heard about her.
All right,
Thank
then.
you! Yeah, there's that name again. Nord and a traitor. At least that's what we think. Hello, here to join the Legion. Okay, thank you. Into Solitude we go.
They can't hurt Uncle Rogvir. Tell them he didn't do it.
Uncle Rogvir's a filthy traitor, love.
Sorry, you need to go home.
You do need to
Go
go
home
home.
and stay there until your mother comes.
Well, we'll have that on the way.
On with it!
Yeah, get on with
You
it.
betrayed us.
Traitor.
You should tell her that her uncle is scum.
Traitor.
Betrayed his high king.
He is scum.
Does she know now, Advar?
Yeah, Gilcrim's liking the residents of Solitude.
Rogvir, you helped Ulfric Stormcloak escape the city after he murdered High King Tori. By opening that gate for Ulfric, you betrayed the people of Solitude.
Exactly.
He doesn't deserve to speak!
There was no murder. Ulfric challenged.
Traitor!
He beat the High King in fair combat.
Liar!
Such is our way. Such is the ancient custom of Skyrim and all Nords.
Ooh, traitor! Come on, get on with it. What are you looking at? Yeah, I've got your number, mate.
On this day, I go to Sovngarde.
Yeah, that's what you think, bloody Nords. Wah! Ha ha ha! Nice work, Executioner. Well, there we go. That's the end of Rogvir. So die all traitors. Hello, Turi.
We should have drawn it out some more. He deserved a slower death.
I agree with you. I like you. What did you think, Nosta?
A man opens a gate and they cut his head off? Doesn't seem right to me.
Well, it doesn't seem right that he betrayed the Emperor to me.
More.
Moron. Gilcrim's getting an unfortunate feeling about Solitude. It's a honeycomb of traitors. There we go. This is the main Solitude city. There's a nice market up there. Should we see if there's anything good to have? We don't want to run straight up, citizen. We don't want to run straight up to the Imperial Recruiting Office. It might be a bit suspicious. I think everyone's been at the execution. Oh, here they are. They're coming back now. Hello. What do you sell?
Go away.
Okay. Well, it's friendly traders here. Let's head up to the castle then and see how we're doing. Hello. Hello.
Fletching suits me. It's difficult and sometimes tedious, but a well-made arrow strikes forth like the fury of a god.
Wow, the fury of the Emperor. Ah, these look like Imperial soldiers. Hello, gents.
The Emperor's cousin, Vittoria Vici, is getting married soon. The reception will be public. Anyone in Solitude can attend.
Oh, well, I'll see you there. Do you know where Legate Riquet is?
What is it, Imperial?
Do you know where Legate Riquet is?
I used to be an adventurer like you. Then I took an arrow in the knee.
Which knee? Well, I'm going to assume I can go through this door then, fellas. Thank you for your help. Or lack of. Castle Dower. Here we are. Ah, these people look important. Let's go in there. Hello, can I go in? Can I go in?
Need potions. Head over to Angeline's Aromatics.
Ulfric's
Right.
planning an attack
Thank you.
on Whiterun.
Hello. Oh,
He'd be insane to try.
I'll wait here quietly.
That's not what my scouts report, sir. Every day more join his cause. Riften, Dawnstar, and Winterhold support him.
It's not a cause. It's a rebellion.
Call it whatever you like, General. The man's going to try to take Whiterun.
Jarl Balgruuf.
Balgruuf refuses the Legion's right to garrison troops in his city. On the other hand, he also refuses to acknowledge Ulfric's claim.
Well, note the name Balgruuf.
Well, if he wants to stand outside the protection of the Empire, fine. Let Ulfric pillage his city.
Yes.
General.
This must be General Tullius.
Sir, you can't force a Nord to accept help he hasn't asked for.
If Ulfric's making a move for Whiterun, then we need to be there to stop him. Draft another letter with the usual platitudes, but this time share some of your intelligence regarding Ulfric's plans. Embellish if you have to. We'll let it seem like it's his idea.
Yes, sir.
You Nords and your bloody sense of honor.
Exactly. Ah, you would be Tullius. General Tullius, excuse me. Hello.
Something to report?
Are my men now giving free rein to anyone who wanders into the castle?
Well, I did ask.
Do you have some reason to be here, citizen?
Oh, yes, I thought I might join the Legion, come to fight for the Empire.
Fine. Why don't you have a chat with Legate Riquet? I suspect we might have use for someone resourceful like you.
Right, thank you, General. Ah, Legate.
I've got a good feeling about you.
Yes,
and I don't
likewise.
often get good feelings about anything. A warrior knows to trust her gut. I'm not going to go through the normal process with you. I've got a little test lined up. Pass that, and we'll talk about you joining the Legion.
Well, I think I can handle anything you throw at me.
Is that confidence or bravado?
Well,
Confidence I can use. Bravado gets soldiers killed. We'll soon find out. I'm sending you to clear out Fort Hrogstad. If you survive, you'll pass. If you die, then I'll have no further use for your corpse.
Well, that's fair. What's at Fort Hrogstad?
The ancients built many of the fortresses that dot the landscape of Skyrim. Sadly, most have fallen into disrepair, and nearly all have been overrun with bandits or other vagabonds. Fort Hrogstad is one of the few that remains mostly intact. We're going to install a garrison there, but first, you're going to clean out the bandits that have moved in.
Right, and I'm doing this alone?
Oh, not so confident now, are we? Yes, this is a test. I don't think you're regular militia material. I want to see what you're capable of.
Not Sure if that's an insult or not, but consider that fort already yours.
Good, that's what I want to hear. Now go make it happen, soldier.
Legate. Well, there we are. We've got our mission. Join the Imperial Legion by clearing out Fort Haragstad. Well, let's do it. We'll make that our active quest. Ooh, it's been a long time since I played. There we go. And let's go do it. Soldier.
Sir.
So we're not going to use any fast travel in this Let's Play. It's going to be all on foot. Let's find out where Fort Haragstad is. Just up there in the mountains. So we're going to head back towards Dragon Bridge and up into the mountains. This is a third-party map. You can see it shows the roads a lot better than the original map. So we'll head back towards Dragon Bridge, take the right fork up into the mountains and up to Fort Haragstad. Let's do it. Do we need any equipment? I don't think so. Mind a helmet actually. Left one off at the beginning just to give you a view of the face.
Seems there's no end to the needs of the Imperials. But what can I help you with?
Oh, you make armor for the Imperials?
It's almost all I have time for these days. The men training here in Solitude, and the troops out in the field, they all need weapons and armor. You should look into joining. They could use every hand they can get.
Well, that's handy. You're pretty dedicated?
To be honest, no. But High King Torrig supported them. And now, her lady Elisif has thrown in with them. You could say I'm a king's man at heart. I guess that's Jarl's man now. My loyalty lies with Solitude. So, where Jarl Elisif leads, I follow.
Well, that's insufficiently fanatical for the Emperor for me, but what have you got for sale?
Finest weapons and armor.
What helmets have we got? Iron helmet of minor archery. Yes, nothing particularly good. Oh, a steel helmet. Can we afford it? Not really. Let's just take the iron helmet. Good. Pop that on.
Return anytime you need arms or armor.
Let's go kill some bandits. Hello. Oh, you're the executioner.
Mind yourself in my city, friend. This here axe in full swing is a right terrible sight.
Right, you are, friend.
Hey, someone had to take it, right?
Take what? Weirdo.
What is it, Imperial?
Guard.
I'm not interested, Jari. It doesn't matter how many times you ask.
Ugh, Argonians.
You might
No,
wanna
thank
rethink
you.
that. You're missing out on some wonderful
Hail. Right, off to Fort Haragstad we go. So we've got a bit of a walk. Hopefully we'll see something exciting on the way. I don't know. I've got immersive patrols switched on, so usually that throws up some decent content in between places. Let's see if we find anything there. So one of Gilcrim's big bugbears, of course, is the Nord.
If it's arms or armor you need,
Predilection for the worship of Talos. He, as the White Gold Concordat was signed by the Emperor, he considers it to be an absolute law. He conveniently, like most fanatical Imperials, forgets about the humiliating defeat at the hands of the elves, and instead follows the words and commands of the Emperor with fanatical devotion. So it isn't the 9 divines for him, it's the 8 and maybe +1, but not really. The Emperor himself said that apotheosis is beyond the reach of mortal men, which is why Talos is not a god. And as a former priest of Julianos, he's obviously schooled in the ways of theology and has his own views about that matter that he keeps to himself, except when he meets heretics, who he will gladly destroy if they threaten the peace of the Emperor. Game's looking really nice. I've got it turned down in terms of quality just a little bit, just to make the recording a bit smoother for you guys. Ah, is this a Thalmor patrol? Good evening.
Move along.
Okay, who are you?
I am a Thalmor justiciar on important business. that you are interfering with.
Well, don't let me
Until
keep you.
next time.
Hail.
Walk away, now.
He's a bit insulted. I could kill him, but then they'd probably kill me. And, of course, his mission to the Emperor takes over all other considerations. So, personal insults will not be answered now, but perhaps when his mission for the Emperor is complete, he'll come back and butcher the Thalmor for their insults. I think the Thalmor are in Skyrim to ensure that the worship of Talos is properly controlled, that the outlaw status to those who worship Talos is still applied, and that any shrines, etc. are destroyed. That's probably the point of that patrol. Thalmor tend to be quite tough, got good destruction magic, elven weapons and armour and so on, so probably best for us to avoid it. Now, who's this coming down here? He's not a Stormcloak, is he? Hello. Talsgar.
Smell that fresh air? Truly, this is a good place to play a song.
Oh, well, can I make a request?
For a generous fellow traveler. But of course, what would you like to hear?
You don't seem to know Hail the Emperor, one of my favourites, so how about the Age of Aggression?
Only true Imperials request that one. This is an ode to Skyrim's staunch protectors, the Imperials.
Indeed.
We drink to our youth, to days come and gone, for the age of aggression is just about done. We'll drive out the Stormcloaks and restore what we own. With our blood and our steel, we'll take back our home. Down with Ulfric, the killer of kings. On the day of your death, we'll drink and we'll sing. We're the children of Skyrim, and we fight all our lives. And when Sovngarde beckons, every one of us dies. But this land is ours, and we'll see it wiped clean of the scourge that has sullied our hopes and our dreams.
Hear, hear. Well, thank you. That was excellent. Hail the Emperor. Nice little musical interlude there. You don't often meet a wandering bard on a snowy mountain track, but never say never in Skyrim. So we've got Solitude down the hill and everything else the other way, but I think Fort Hragstad is this way. Let's go clear out those bandits. It's looking very cold. We haven't got the Frostfall survival mod switched on yet. It might be something I do a bit later. I do have the camping mod on though, so if we get caught out in the dark, we can pitch a tent, so to speak, and camp out under the stars here in Skyrim with a nice fire going. That must be the fort up ahead. Now, she did say it was full of bandits. Let's just have a little reconnoitre. There seems to be one there. Not really an archery character. He's all about hacking with the longsword, the great sword rather. So this is a ceremonial great sword that he is part of his cover. Claims he picked it up during a particularly good season of adventuring. We're not going to be able to sneak up on these guys. Not a sneaky character either. We just slash to death. So, here they come. Bandit, eh?
True Nords never back down.
Yeah, come on now. Oh! Khajiit and a Nord.
Gonna split your belly like an old purse.
Will you now?
That's your best, huh?
Oh, they've got an archer somewhere. Two archers. Down you go. And you...
That's what you want, huh?
You are definitely dying.
This is the end for you.
Is it? Or is it the end for you? Bandit scum. We are going to take a bow, just in case we need one. Another bandit somewhere, the music's still going. Yeah. You should have picked a different profession, son. Probably a couple of archers in there. Let's clear out the rest of these corpses and then see what we can do. Some mead and wine, don't mind if I do. And you, God, bandits are all drunk. A steel war pick, well, that's probably worth selling. And some gold. So, I haven't set up any favourites, which is a bit unfortunate, so I'll just do that now. Favourite healing. On there, and we'll favourite our sword. On there. As I say, a former temple priest, it's got obviously some healing skill. Now let's go and finish off the rest of these bandit bastards. Now you've got an archer up top there. Let's get up to him and chop him down. This one. Another one up the top of the tower there. Well, let's take him out one at a time. Yeah, you just give up, mate. Yeah, good shot. I don't think. Yes. Bye! Lose that. I think there's another one up the top of this tower. Let's go up and chop him to pieces. I'll bury you, mate. Oh, yes. There we go. Down you go. Go on. Down the stairs you go, son. Right, I think that's cleared the outside out. Let's get inside the fort and finish these guys off. It's obviously trying to do this mission as competently as possible to get into the legate's good books. Once he's in the legate's good books, then he can try to get a feel for whether she is just incompetent, or is incompetent and a Stormcloak spy, or is just a Stormcloak spy pretending to be an incompetent legate. Right. Oh.
It's a bad time to get lost, friend.
I'm not lost. I know exactly where I am.
Someone there?
Yes. Cut him right across the balls there. Very good. We'll have your gold. We'll have your lockpick. Keep your ale. Oh, another one, eh? Beautiful. Thanks for playing. Alright, there'll be a few more in here somewhere, no doubt. Again, you're gonna struggle to sneak in full plate armor. Ah, you must be the boss. You trying to fight me with a meat cleaver? Oh, you're a nasty man, aren't you? Oh dear, and down we go. Well, I think we underestimated him, didn't we? Let's try that again.
Never should have come here.
Yeah, let's
I'll try it.
kill you again. There we go.
Someone there?
Yes, we'll kill you. I'm here. Goes our two-handed, and here comes the chief again. Right, let's hit him hard this time. There we go. Just need to drink a potion of stamina, I think, here.
Gonna split your belly like an old woman's fur.
Yeah, stagger. Ah, and down you go. That's an interesting club he's got there. We've got Immersive Weapons installed, so I assume that's come from there. Banded iron armour, we'll definitely have that to sell. Bandana, some gold. They're just calling it a steel club, but obviously the design changed by the mod there. Just heal up a bit. And we'll go and see if there's anyone else wants a fight upstairs. We found the heart of the bandits' lair, obviously. Anything we should be stealing. Some more iron armour, we can probably take that to sell. Ooh, a little bit of gold. Never hurts to make an independent income during our undercover operations. And some potions, definitely steal those. Oh, and an adept chest with one lockpick. I must admit, whenever I play the Skyrim lockpicking minigame, it makes me wish for the days of the Oblivion lockpicking game. Well, there we go, we're out of lockpicks, so that's going to have to be left. I didn't see a key on the bandit chief. Just check. No key on you. Yeah, no key on the bandit chief either. Right, there's obviously a bandit outside somewhere, so let's go finish him off. And then we'll have cleared out the fort as instructed. It was a bit hairy in there when the chief came down, but we got used to it in the end. I've not done a lot of two-handed characters, so it just takes a bit of getting used to the flow. When I do a combat-focused character, I tend to do weapon and shield or dual wielding, so it's probably my first playthrough with a two-hander. Ah, here we go. It's got some bandits in as well. Yeah, good effort.
You're nothing!
You're nothing. Oh.
Ready to die today, huh?
Oh, another one. He snuck up, didn't he? Oh, yes. Down you go. Beautiful. There's the fort cleared out. We'll take some loot from these fellas as well. Any gold for us? Thank you very much. And then anything we can steal. Nice bit of gold on the table. Not the richest bandits ever, are they? Clearly need to work a bit harder at their banditry. See if there's anything down the corridor here that's worth our effort. I mean, he's not out to collect money, obviously. He's well looked after by the Penitus Oculatus for his service. Doesn't want for anything in terms of material possessions, but it never hurts to be rich as well. I think we'll go back and try and pick that lock as well. No unfortunates in the cells. That's good. No one. We would release them probably. Right. Let's pick that lock, and then we'll end the video there, and we'll go back and present our success to Legate Rikke at the start of the next video. I say we'll pick that lock, we'll probably attempt to pick that lock, break all 5 lock picks, and then call it a day. It's also possible that we'll pick the lock and find 2 pieces of gold and an iron dagger in there. Anyone who's played enough Skyrim will feel our pain at that one. Here we go. I think we're about here, weren't we? No, it's changed location because we clicked back into it. Yes. Okay. So a little bit to the right. Got it. What do we win? 76 gold and an iron sword. I wasn't far away. Okay, well, let's call it an end to the video there. Thank you very much for joining me on this, our first Skyrim Let's Play on the Blundering Bishop. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you've enjoyed meeting Gilcrim, the agent of the Emperor, here outside Fort Ragstad in his mission to infiltrate the Imperial Legion and discover whether Legate Rikke is in fact a Stormcloak spy. We'll see you all for the next episode. Thank you very much, and goodbye.